Hello. Great. Hello. Yes, sound is working. Excellent. I am Grayson Allen, and I'm looking at George, apparently. But yes, hello. Welcome to the stream. Today we are once again playing Final Fantasy XIV. I have adorable purple ears, which is all that really matters. I also have a koala. I like him. His name is Joey, apparently. But yeah, so last stream we made our way to the warm, welcoming region of Coerthas. I can't remember what this particular... we are in Whitebrim, apparently. Perhaps? I don't know. We're in Coerthas somewhere. It's a big castle-y town area place with castles and towns and places. Yeah, we got here. We are searching for the lost airship of Sid. Sid Galrand, I think his name is. Yeah, he lost his airship way up here. Didn't put one of those like beeper things on, like, you know, like for your phone trackers or whatever. So yeah, we're trying to find it. We need it in order to hunt down a primal known as Garuda. Franklin's here. Franklin says good evening. Hey Franklin, how are you doing? How's your evening going? Yeah, so we made it here. We're looking for an airship. There's been other shenanigans going on. There's an Inquisitor in the region that doesn't like us. And we found out that he may not be what he seems, and now we have to talk to Alphino to learn more about that. Franklin says, so far so good. That's good to hear. I'm glad things are going well for you. Thanks for stopping by again. It was fun chatting with you last time. Glad you could make it and chat with me more. Glad I didn't drive you away with my... I don't even know, whateverness. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of get right into it. So, let's see what Alphino has to say. Blood for blood. Alphino is determined to discover Inquisitor Guilaime's true identity. Frank says, you too. Ah, thanks. Yeah, I don't know, what have you been up to? Franklin, been playing 14? Or, I don't know, what... How do you spend your days, I guess? Let's see. Since Lord Drillemont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. Yeah, I could have brought the whole body up with me. Why didn't I? It feels like a... whatever. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? A body that's at the bottom of the cliff. I've packed so many of them right into my pouch. Without issue. Why is this the first body that was just like, no way, can't fit, inconceivable? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim... yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Ster Jola with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Oh yeah, wasn't Jalo the guy that got like a brain injury the same night that Guilaime appeared in town? And yeah, he's doing okay there. Jalo, I have great news. You were saved by a fraud. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that it is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunia. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Well, I mean, fair enough, I guess. I guess, like, you know, imposter or no, he did technically help the guy out. Where am I going now? Okay, down over in here probably. Oh, Prunella. Franklin says, yes, a bit. I do have an update, though. My job has changed my shift, low man on the roster, and unfortunately I'll be at work when you are streaming during the week. Ah, drat. No, that's unfortunate. It's, I mean, unless that's good for you, I don't know, like, I know jobs can be really finicky with where they, like, inflexible is the word. Like, managers like to just make you work when it's convenient for them, and they don't really like to... Yeah, it is how it is, I guess. All part of the fun of the work life. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Here, have a bloody book. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. Anything else? What? Do you doubt my words? Away with you, else I will suffer your slander no more. Oh, I see. I have to press... Let's see here. Oh, there is a doubt. Weird. Just shake my finger at her. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Gillot gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me. About my family. Secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Gillot and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Gillot to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whiterun, Inquisitor Guilaime was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing, seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillemont, wanted to put an end to the madness. But then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats. And so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whiterun. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Helenart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. I cast doubt on her account. I just had to shake my finger at her and she spilled all of the beans. An incredible amount of beans. All mine. Let's see, how do I... Hold on. Blood for blood, I have to go this way. No, I guess I go just right inside, maybe? Is it time to talk to the... Hold on. No, I don't... I think I have to go out... Oh, it probably wants me to go find that treasure chest that she was talking about. How do I get out of here? There it is. Maybe? No, it's not it. That's like... The way this castle, like this town is laid out is like really weird for like how do you exit. I don't like it. Have I talked to you? I have, okay. Franklin says, well, there is pay increase, but yeah, not exactly looking forward to the time change. Now my weekends will be messed up too as I have to adjust my awake hours. Oh, is it like straight up just like a night shift? Or like, it's like, I guess it's at least like an evening shift. Like that. Those do not seem terribly fun to me. Like, I have a friend who works nights, and I don't know. does seem like it has its own difficulties. I guess the pay increase is nice. At least, you know, you've been compensated for the effort. I found a suspicious box. Literally right outside the castle gates. Laziest conspiracy ever. Okay, now I can go talk to what's-his-face inside, probably. Franklin says exactly. Well, I hope the new situation works out for the best. Like, you're able to kind of get used to it and that it works out for you. It's always nice to, I don't know, I guess, you know, change isn't necessarily a bad thing or something. But, let's see here. Fossilian. Run, Fido, run? What? Like other... Oh, dang, that's just a regular quest. I keep doing that. Aha, Drillemont. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. I have a bloody encyclical and a chest of... That guy exploded. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. This evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I've misjudged you and your friends, Grayson, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Oh, sure, but only because you're giving me nice shoes. Actually, these are not great shoes. I'm gonna take money and run. Okay, let's see. Lord Drillemont requires your assistance bringing the Heretic, masquerading as the Inquisitor Guilaime, to justice. That thrice-dawned Heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Grayson. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Yeah, sure. As Franklin says, so unfortunately my offer to help you out in-game may have to wait until the next shift bid happens 6 months from now. That's too bad. I get it, though. I mean, life happens. And, you know, real life is probably more important than in-game life or whatever. So I totally get it. It's all good. Yeah, I hope the new work works out for you. Oh, and Smo's here. Smo says, what I miss. Hey, Smo. I am in Coerthas. I just finished talking to Lord Drillemont. Basically, last, like, stream or so has been... there's been a conspiracy in Coerthas involving Inquisitor Guilaime? I don't know how to say his name. And he is a dirty, no-good traitor or something. Smo says you have shorts on in the snow. You wild. No, this is fine. I got a jacket on. It's long. It kind of covers the legs. It's totally fine. Trust me. Like, around where I live, people wear shorts in the snow all the time. And that actually does drive me a little crazy. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay. Franklin says, thank you for understanding. Yeah, no problem. Like, I mean, I totally get, like... I mean, life is just life. Like, I don't typically have to work nights with my job. But I do have pretty unpredictable hours. Which is why I have my streams pushed to be a bit later on in the evening. Because I can be fairly certain that I won't be working, like, past 8 o'clock. Like, because, like, with my job, like, it's not really a... Like, I don't have, like, a set schedule. I just have, like, things I have to get done. Like, I have... Objectives sounds like the wrong word, but I have, like, tasks I have to do. And once I'm done all my tasks for the day, then my work is over. And so sometimes work will be over by like, you know, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes it's closer to 7. So it's kind of a little bit wild that way. But yeah, so I get, you know, work being kind of crazy sometimes and just being what it is. This is a... Why am I... Well, I'm already here basically at this point. Yeah, so Smo, you've just missed a lot of snow for the most part. And also dangerous heretics everywhere. That seems fine. House Durandare Knight. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Drillemont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? What? I'm gonna have to fight in this fantasy RPG? Inconceivable. I bet he'll go quietly. Smo says, dang, I missed the best part, endless snow. Yeah, it's cold here. But this is actually... This might be like one of my favorite places I've gotten to see so far. Just because, like, it's like very snowy. It kind of reminds me of a... like a Skyrim, kind of. Which is a weird thing. I've never actually played Skyrim, so this more like reminds me of like what I assume Skyrim is. Just lots of castles and people talking about their gods and heretics and stuff. And dragons everywhere trying to kill you. So, I don't know. Feels like it's Skyrim. Yeah, it's been really cool. Although this Inquisitor questline has been very lengthy. And he's really slippery. Smo says North Skyrim for sure. Fair enough. Guilaime. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Helone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Helone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillemont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guilaime and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. What? He's not gonna come quietly. Who could have foreseen that? Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillemont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You, whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillemont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Dun dun dun. What a shocker. Oops. Show the heretic no mercy. This is a suspiciously easy fight. Smo says, what do I think of the Ishgardians? I mean, the Ishgardians haven't been, like, very nice in particular. Like, they're definitely a little bit, like, strict with their lifestyle. Like, not very friendly towards outsiders. I really haven't had a chance to... Oh, hey, wait, no. Sorry, I got distracted. People were dying. Oh my gosh, get out of here. Sorry, I will come back to that question in a hot second. Because I do have some thoughts about that. In terms of who's really the bad guys here. I think it's... I feel like there's probably shades of gray with what's going on. Gray. But, okay. I think everybody's still alive. Okay. Things are still... This is going suspiciously easy altogether. Like, I feel like something is going to happen soon that I'm not going to be a fan of. Oh, Drillemont, hi. Let me heal myself up a little. Okay. Oh wait, his health bar refilled. That doesn't seem fair. And also he turned into an Avis? I just... Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to, like, what was physically on the screen. I was just looking at the health bars. Hold on. Ow. Ow. Stop attacking me. Oh my gosh. Man, they're really gunning after that guy's face. It's like I definitely want to keep the guy that's healing everybody alive. Like, he's doing good work. Yikes. Oh, I'm about to die. Hold on. Oh, Guilaime died. Do we win? No. I guess that'd be too easy. Can I focus on the monster? Thank you. Okay. Okay, cool. Hey, that wasn't so bad. And everybody stayed alive. Let's see, Smo says, when you get back, any particular ones stand out as villainous? Franklin says, they are an interesting lot. I see what you did with that joke. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so as far as the Ishgardians, yeah, I mean, they seem like, for the most part, they're pretty strict with their way of life. Like, they're not very friendly of outsiders, but they're also, like, not entirely, like, they're not, like, outright, like, violent against other people, except for the Dravanians. Dravanians seem to be, like, a blank slate of, like, Dravanians always bad. As far as, like, like, I kind of wonder about, trying to think. Oh, the very first, Lord that I meet, like, I mean, there's, like, the guy that's in charge of the observatorium was always a jerk, pretty much constantly. So I don't know if maybe he's up to something else in his own way. The lord of that area, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But the guy that, like, I first, like, gave the rosaries to that incriminated, Francel. Like, he seemed really quick to believe that Francel was a bad guy. And so I kind of wonder if maybe he's up to something as well. But, I don't know, like Harshafont seems fine. Drillemont... is maybe not smart, but he's fine. Francel seems like an idiot, but he's also fine. I don't know, like nothing too ominous from any of them that I can see, but Guilaime says, okay. My glamours. Dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. Smo says, things were said by you and I have made note of them for the future. Okay. I imagine that... I mean, I can tell, like, a lot of these areas I'm definitely coming back to for, like, further plot, like, developments. Like, there's definitely like, a lot of arcs that aren't being fully resolved in a lot of these areas. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the Stone Vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White front shall fall. Oh no. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. He still seems kind of twitchy over there. His hand is definitely moving. Grayson, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White front, and bring your associates. I nod my head. Franklin Jones says, oh yes, you will get familiar with Ishgard. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely only, like, scratching the surface of the politics going on around here. Like, I can... There we go. Yeah, I can... And most of these, I think, yeah, pretty much everywhere I've gone, like, there's been, like, a lot of, like, open-ended issues that haven't really been resolved yet, like... this way? No, this way. And, like, it's weird, like, I feel like, even, like, with as many people as I've talked to, like, here in Coerthas, like, I still really don't have, like, any more of a clue about what's going on. Like, I can tell that the people in Coerthas have a very strong religion, in favor of Halone. But other than that, I really don't know much about what's going on here. Like, the people have not really talked to me about much else. So it's kind of... Oh, it's called White Brim, that's what it is. Okay. I assume I'm just going right in here. Wait. No, I need to talk to Alphino. Smo says, praise be the Fury. Yeah, there's a bit of a flavor of, like Warhammer 40k in this area. Because everybody's saying heretic this and that, and they seem to be, like, really pro-violence against people that they don't like. Where have you been, Grayson? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Alright, fine. Franklin Jones, the story will unfold. You'll like it, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely curious, like... This feels like the first area where, like... It's like politics have been going on in all the places, but this is like the... Oh, George just died. This is like the first place where, like, it feels like religion is, like, a significant part of the culture. Even if it's, like, a wacky, super strict version of religion. So it's always interesting, and, like... I guess we'll see how things go, but thus far, like, the beast tribes, you know, have their gods, which I guess is kind of religious, and that's been pretty not positive for the environment so far. So I'm curious to see if the Coerthian religion is also going to be not so positive for the environment overall. But Alphino is eager to enter the Stone Vigil. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillemont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Alright. Now I can go inside, apparently. Franklin says you are correct. Cool. Guess it'll be fun to see, like, exactly how things play out. 'Cause, I mean, there's a good 100 hours more story ahead of me at this rate, so there's plenty more to experience, I'm sure, as far as how this world is gonna continuously unfold. Drillemont. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guilaime would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. He nods his head. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Coerthas, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillemont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I confidently nod, apparently. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalane of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, scions. Oh boy. Here I go dragon killing again. Down here, I guess. Where? Oh, the guy's way up. I see. So sweet, I'm finally... Okay. Oh. What'd I hear? It's probably fine. Oh. Okay, so... This way? Why am I so far out? What happened? There we go. That seems good. Franklin says, you're correct. Stream elements. Thanks for subscribing, James Abraham. Oh, hey! Thanks for subscribing, James Abraham. Whomsoever you are. Smo says, I may have shared the channel for people to sub. Oh, thanks, Smo. Thanks for spreading the good word of Grayson, I guess. I don't know. Or dragging down people with you. I'm not sure how it really is. But yeah, oh yeah, and I guess I've set up like a... I don't know if I really mentioned it, but I set up like a stream, like a chat bot that hopefully is functioning well. It's got like commands. I don't know exactly what those commands are. Franklin says, nicely done, Smo. Yeah, it's very nice of him. And yeah, and I've got like a... I put it down like in the corner of this, because I had like a big like black bar of emptiness. So I filled it up with like, I put a little like subscriber goal there, just for fun. I'm really not too terribly focused, but I don't know. I like seeing progress bars. I'm an RPG guy. I like seeing bars get filled. And so I thought that may be something interesting to keep in the corner. If somebody has like a better idea, because I could technically make the progress bar fill with anything. I just didn't know what to fill it with. But I thought it'd be fun. It's an RPG, so have RPG things on the screen. Ah. Hail, Grayson. Lord Drillemont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. Yay! I got a new dungeon. Yes! Dungeons have become like my favorite part of this game. Like, as scary as they were... Let me check my equipment, actually. Like, as scary as it was the first couple of times, I'm like 100% in on, like, dungeons now. They're super fun, and people rarely yell at me for being an idiot, so that's also nice. Yeah. Stone Vigil. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about. Level 41. Ooh. Wow, this is significantly... Because, yeah, the previous story dungeon was level 32. So this is quite a jump in difficulty. Hold on, actually, let me... Sorry, I just want to do a quick check. I just need... Because I haven't actually memorized what all my icons are. I just want to make sure that I... Actually, can I... Oh, yeah, let me do it that way. Hold on. Okay, so that's Cure Regan. I want to use Regan more this time around. I feel... Oh, I have a damage ability. Holy. Huh. Cure, Swift Cast, Presence of Mind, Sure Cast, Lucid, Asuna. Sorry, I'm trying not to take too much time, but I just want to make sure I know what I have. So I want to use Regan more. I want to use Presence of Mind more. And I know Cure 2, I know Cure 1. Cure 3 I've been told is a trap, and not to waste my time with it. But I have Medica, which works just fine for that. And I don't know if Cure... I've just heard, like, Cure has, like, a smaller, like, field of effect. And so it's just generally not quite as useful. Franklin says, I've seen you progress compared with your first few videos. Good for you. Thanks. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to, like, learn this game. Like, there are many, many things to learn with how to do things. And I'm trying to, wow, to wait for a DPS person. That's unusual. I gotta say, like, yes, there it is. Like, I don't know how long the wait times are in general, but for a healer, very short wait times. I like it. To the point where, like, if it's not instantaneous, it feels slow. Which maybe that's, like, spoiling me. I don't know. Like, maybe if I switch to another class and be like, oh, the wait times are taking 20 seconds. Jeez. Alright. There's a lot of dragons in here. Franklin says, healers rarely wait long. Yeah, it's been a nice bonus. Although it also means that people expect me to keep them alive or something. Oh, I guess we're going. I was gonna oh. Ah, jeez. Okay. Sorry. Everything went skewy for a second there. I don't think the stream will have noticed anything. But something decided to pop up and it scared me. Maybe I should, Okay. Okay, sweet. Okay. I think I'm back into the flow. I'm going to pay attention. And I'm actually going to heal, or not heal, I'm going to cast Regan and see what that does. Okay, cool. This is good. How come? Wait, what's happening? Okay, sorry, I just had to respond to the party. That's the first time somebody's ever asked me. That's awfully thoughtful of them. DPS on the other hand, yeah, I've heard DPS can tend to wait a bit longer, just because there's so many more people that play DPS. And then Smo says tanks being bros. Yeah, I gotta say I mean, that's the first time somebody has like outright asked, but for the most part, like, actually that's not true at all. I've played with a lot of tanks who run to hell and beyond if given half a chance. Just pulling as many things as they can. Which, I mean, so far hasn't been too disastrous for me. But, oh, that's a fire. It's fine. Okay, this is going pretty good. I'm definitely glad I took a second to reconfigure myself with my spells and abilities. Ooh, I guess we're in. This is going well. I almost feel like a pro, even. Ooh. Oh. Fjord, don't go down. Okay. There we go, sweet. Alright, good job, team. Oops. I'll cast some greed for that. White bar on debuff like burn can be SN'd off. Oh, okay. Good to know. And you said something on top of that I will look at in a moment. Thank you, Smo. Always appreciated. The standard and how they build the dungeons toward the end is 2 pulls max. Okay. That's good to know. Oh, she's got a bar, which can be SN'd. Yes, I see. Okay. White bar Esena. I feel like somebody told me that once. It totally left my brain almost immediately. Because I forget about Esena. I forget I leave. I get hurt anyway. That dragon's a real piece of work. Okay, so I gotta start looking for white bars on statuses as well. Okay. Oh, stop with the flames! Ow! Stop, please. What's the point of that? Okay. Perfect example on hand, it's like I planned that. Thanks, Smo. Thanks for knowing this game inside and out. Smo says they are heal checks. Okay. Are you talking about the dragons? The dragon just like randomly fires you to death? Oop. This is definitely a Cure 2 kind of dungeon, gotta say. Okay. Doing suspiciously well. All things considered. Man. Audric and Caster are just wailing on these things. Fjord is there too. Probably. I guess we're going. Okay, this is fine. Ouch. I should heal myself. Oop. Shield Audric. And Regan again. Looking for those white bars. I may have missed a white bar or two. I was not paying attention for those for a minute. There's tornadoes. I have to start paying attention to the screen, I just realized. There's environmental traps. I was completely ignoring that. I think I've mentioned this before, but when I'm playing in these dungeons, I'm looking at the UI stuff a lot more than I'm looking at the actual battle. And that's maybe not the strategy anymore, if tornadoes exist, and so do orange. More tornadoes. Hey, we did it. We are the best, collectively. Oh. I got it. I'm the best. I'm the winner. Okay. Everything is under control. Good work there, Casta. Mr. Floggin. I don't know. Bilbo Floggin? No, that's different. Wait. Ooh. Smo says, it's like driving a car. Once you get used to it, the HUD is like the dashboard. I don't know. Everyone knows that when you drive a car, you only look at the dashboard. Like, you just need to know your speed and what gear you're in. Whatever the other people do on the road is irrelevant. Everyone knows that. Probably. Sounds like a good idea anyway. Oh, wait. I think I'm casting Regan, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's Regan. I'm fool. Oh, that reminds me. I think, last stream I was talking to Franklin about, possibly switching over to mouse and keyboard. And I was gonna fiddle with that a little bit, but I ended up not quite having any time yesterday. Oh, I guess we're going. Ended up having like some other stuff come up, and so I haven't had a chance to look into that. But I do want to spend some time playing with a mouse and keyboard just to get a feel for it, and see if that would be better overall. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yep, just beyond the enormous sleeping dragon. It's a big dragon. He is not a happy fella. Smo says, I've gotten steadily better at combat. Agree. Oh, that's nice of you guys. Thanks, Smo and Franklin. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship and only the airship. You're right, the dragon will be chill. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare for launch. Wait, this plan is terrible. Grayson, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. This is a Alpha no? I swear, if it wakes, we may need you to prepare a distraction until we're ready to depart. You can imagine that, can't you? I nod my head. This is a terrible plan, Alfino. I will... My gosh. That settles it. Shall we go, Sid? Why did I agree to this? Why did I nod my head? As you command. You're the worst friends, Alfino. I swear, Alfino's gonna trip or step on a brick, like a stick or something. Oh, good. A friend. Ah, so you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Are you gonna bonk the dragon? Ah, and you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests. A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you'll best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, you live that long. Oh, La Habria, you dildo. Okay. Alfino, the dragon. Who could have foreseen that a man would throw purple fireballs at it? Confound it all. Oh, you're here? Or you leave? Oh, you leave. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he stays here, maybe. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. No, he ran away like a pansy. You gently patted Isigbrand? You psychopath. So I got distracted by Audric's antics. There, have some Regan. Ow. Getting the heck out of the way of that. Where'd he go? Oh, this is... Oh, I have to pay attention a lot. I see. This is where the bosses really start becoming a problem. It's not so easy as smack here, like, walk over here and smack that. I got ouchied. And I can see that more messages have come through. I will definitely look at those in just a second. I'm sure you're... oh boy. Okay, that's fine. Franklin said... Okay, Smo says, if you do switch to mouse keyboard, make sure you play them with hotkeys for comfort. Franklin says, try them both and see what works best for you. And Smo says, the only terrible plan was your plan in pants. I have great fashion decisions. The guy at the fashion report thinks I'm very handsome. I was told cargo shorts are in. Oh my gosh, stop smacking us with ice. I don't know why I did that. I was fine keeping him targeted. Oh, but more stuff is happening. This is going really well, except for that. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. Alright, move and target time. Get the heck out of there, Audric. Oh, you got hit. Aye. Here, have some health. And then Franklin says lol. Ouch. Oh, there we go. Okay, sweet. We did it. Hey, look at that. This game's easy. God, that guy is shirtless. Talking about me and my pants. That guy's wearing underwear and nothing else. Thank you, thanks y'all, GG. Thank you for everybody, take care. Oh, you're all very nice. So. Oops. Cool. I got 3 player commendations. Everyone is so nice. Franklin says the mechanics of battle start to get real going forward from here. Franklin says, well done. At least he's consistent. Says Smo, and then Franklin says, question, do you know how to switch to parties chat? Probably not. I don't know what that means. I know the /P command. Is that what you mean? Is there like a quicker thing? Like a button or something? I mean, I guess if I was playing on the keyboard, it'd be pretty easy to tap over to it. Another crystal you shouldn't have. Smo says you can do /P, then entering that will switch it. Like, that'll change the whole chat to be, like, only, like, party chat, and then I can just, like, type... So I am paying attention to the cutscene that I've seen 10 times now. They, you know, it's a good animation. They're reusing it a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, that's actually good to know. So maybe it would behoove me at the beginning of every dungeon to hurry and do like a /p enter, and then that way I can just freely chat without like having to worry about like other things. Make it a bit quicker to communicate. That would actually be good. And that also explains, I've noticed like everybody else seems to be really quick at being in chat, and it always takes me like an hour and a half to respond. So that would probably help make it a bit more efficient. So that's good to know. I thank you, Smo. And I guess Franklin for asking the question. Franklin says, to do that, in the lower left-hand corner of your screen is what appears to be a chat bubble, like in a comic book. Okay, I'll look for that once I'm back out of the cutscene. Alphino. Ah, Grayson! Grayson, are you alright? Speak to me! I killed a dragon. What did you do, Alphino? 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. There was a bubble, huh? Alphino, you can possibly hurt your pretty little hands walking into an etheric bubble with me? I see how it is. Unless that's like super impenetrable, I don't know. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. Alright, Alphino. That inconvenience. I have quite enough to do with already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. Alphino, I almost thought you cared. I feel betrayed. You prick. Doing good work there, Sid, I assume. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Alphino is happy enough with that. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. I nod my head. You doing okay there, Sid? Is the mushrooms kicking in? This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Bah, it's no use. Alright. What if we just smack him really hard again? Wouldn't that cancel out the amnesia? Right, it's because one smack on the noggin gets amnesia, so 2 smacks would fix it, I think. Let's go. We nod our heads. And apparently just sit right on the ground. Ooh, thunky. Oh man. Hey, we're in Gridania, apparently. Oh, this is the airship landing. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Sid, your ship disappeared. Oh, there's everyone else, I guess. When I look at her, I feel as though I've come home. I can think of no other way to express it. There's the ship. It came back. And Alphino is there. But okay, so let's see here. To do that, in the lower left-hand corner of your screen is what appears to be a chat bubble like in a comic book. Oh. Yeah, they just click party. That's incredible. Convenient, even. Okay. Geez, that'll be good to know. Sweet. And then Smo says, oh, and don't forget, with auto lock on, you don't have to highlight an enemy, just unlock from your heal target and attack. Oh. Oh, that's right. Like, if I just do an attack spell, it just goes to the nearest enemy, right? That's how that works. And then Franklin says, in that chat bubble, when you click it, you can choose who you chat to, party, free company, etc. But don't forget to switch back to say after a dungeon. Okay. And then Franklin says, brain logic. Love it. Makes sense to me, anyway. Smo says correct. Okay. I'm glad I understand a couple more things. That will be very useful for like, dungeons. Because I feel like I'm always, like, a solid 2 minutes behind in the party chat on dungeons. I don't want to be clicking on that, though. Okay, Alfino, what do you want? Ah, how I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Yeah, you sat around by the warm fire while I did all the work, Alfino. Get out of here with your nonsense. At least Sid went and built, like, what the heck did he build? What was it, like an emblemic or something? Some nonsense item? Sid helped, Alfino. You sat around in your boots. Lass, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Aye. Achievement unlocked. Alright, Sid. I like you more. What do you want? Sid appears to be deep in thought. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seedseers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. I actually did something? Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. You seem so calm and happy about that. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? How did it get there from where he was, anyway? Because, like, Sid was found outside that church, like, over in Thanlin. So how did the airship... Like, how did he get from, like, the airship being lost in Coerthas to being outside a church, like, way over there? Ah, you are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course. That's it. We'll fight fire with fire. We'll just pick up a different hurricane and throw it at her hurricane, and they'll cancel each other out. It's brilliant. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. Ah, I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. That is straight fantasy technobabble. You're just making up things. Whatever, it's fine. Though mayhap not to you, Grayson. Yeah, no, I've many questions. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspect aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. That didn't explain anything. Hold on. Smo says, well, it all started with a red falling moon and a dragon. You know, fair enough. There's probably like a lot of hurricanes and storms. You can probably get pretty... I mean, Dorothy just got hit with a regular old tornado and she ended up in another country, so... I guess Sid can end up in another part of the country just when a calamity strikes. And Franklin says, I love the ARR opening movie. First time I saw it, though, some context would have been cool. Oh, like the opening movie when you first, like, open the game? Yeah, I kind of remember that. I think I watched it. Geez, I can't... I think it was just, like, it was like a bunch of flashing scenes of stuff. Like, I did know a bit of the context of the game coming into this. Like, I knew about how the Calamity event was their way of, like, rewriting from 1.0 to 2.0. But I didn't really know a lot of the specifics beyond that. Let's see. Since the Calamity disrupted the land's aetheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. Cool. Which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. That sounds bad. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Garuda's barrier into aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. Sid, how the heck do you know this? You were living as, like, a monk 3 days ago, with no memory of anything, and now you're an expert on aetheric control? Just whatever, it's fine. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire... Have you any idea where we might acquire one? Let's see, Smo says, so fun fact, Coerthas used to be a green field before the Calamity. Oh, really? So Storms is correct. Okay, fair enough. Really messed things up. I suggest watching the ARR video under demo on the main menu. That's the opening movie. Franklin says, agreed, it is epic. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I feel like I watched some movie or other. Like when the game like first opens, like it automatically pulls you into a cutscene. I just can't remember off the top of my head what happened in it. But I do, like the opening movies they do in Final Fantasy games are always really sweet, so I should go back and check that out again, or watch it for the first time, depending. No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaint. Okay, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquess met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his aetheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. Okay, you actually... You know what, fair enough, Sid. I called you out and you had an answer. That's why you know stuff. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquess was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Alright. Hello, Grayson. I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Cool. Smo says it's not the clip show with the talking over it. Okay. That's the one I saw. So it must be a different movie then. So yeah, I'll have to go back and check that out then. Just to see what's up with it, I guess. So, I'm sorry. Did that quest acceptance music come in a little late? But okay, let's see here. Into the Eye of the Storm. I need to go back to Thanalan, to Camp Drybone. Franklin says it is. Wait, it is the clip show or it's not the clip show? Sorry, it's fine. I think there's like a list of So I think I went to like that, it's like scenes and selections or whatever, and I think there's like several videos under there, like, I know some of them are like demos or whatever, but I haven't really looked into it too closely. Flankin says Smo is correct. Okay. Ooh, that doesn't seem right. Oh, this is a mender. Wait, actually. How's my gear looking? My gear is looking awesome. Just wanted to check. Okay, I need to talk to... He must be above me. I really wish the maps would show, like, depth. Like a topographical map would. Because sometimes it's really hard to tell, like, where a certain person is, because, like, it seems like I'm right on top of them, but actually, like, I'm maybe literally on top of them, like, they're, like, oops, they're down below, like in here. I always forget this is a door. Alright. Lambertaint. That is your real name. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertaint. Beg pardon. You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Making a bold assumption about what I am. Man of science I'm not. Although I do wear a lab coat, so you'd think I'd... You know, sure, I'm a scientist. I've done a science or two in my day. Professor Lambertaint is about to show you something you will never forget. Oh, okay, that's a bold claim. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. Oh, he stood up in excitement. Smo says, can I make a suggestion? Can we watch the opening vid instead of the ending dungeon run? Sure. Could probably pull that up and see it. I assume it's just like on the main menu of the game, right? So, yeah, I should be able to pull that up. So yeah, we can do that. See, oh yeah, we still got a little bit of time, so I'm going to continue with the MSQ for a minute, but Smo says, yep. Let's see, but to the matter at hand, did you say you wished not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man! At least take the necessary precautions so you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. I got gloves on. Fingerless gloves, but they're still technically gloves. That's probably safe enough. It's not like this stuff is like uranium, probably. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within the warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. How does a pot protect me? Even if it is warded. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. This seems like a really good plan. And I'm glad that this guy trusted a complete stranger with such delicate information. Where is that? Welwick Wood? I probably just have to walk. Or do I? I have a unicorn. Yes. Franklin Jones says, I second. Yeah, sure. We can definitely do that. So yeah, we'll... Like, how long of a... Let's see. Frank says, if you look closely at the map quest symbols, I think there will be an arrow inside the symbol itself pointing up or down if it is on a different level. Is there a way to zoom in on this? Left button... I mean, I guess that might not be a good example of one, but... I'll have to... I'll have to try to pay attention to that in the future, because I am about to go the wrong way with utter confidence. I can't believe that. Okay. So, okay. I'll pay attention to that and see if that is the case with the quests. And then Smo says 9 minutes. Thank you, Smo, for reading my mind and my half-finished question. So yeah, we'll plan like maybe like 10 minutes before the... I'm going the wrong way again. I have the map open. Okay. I'm not entirely dumb, but maps are hard for me. They really truly are, in video games and in real life. I like have this innate sense for going the wrong direction every time. Like even like it's beyond like chance. It's like a statistical flaw in my brain or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, High Bridge. I forgot about this place. With Hihibaru. Haven't been over here in a while. Yeah, so about 10 minutes to... So I guess like in 30 to 40-ish minutes we'll probably finish up with the stream, and we'll end it with the, Uh-oh. No, he's down there. I can't get there from here? Whatever. See, somebody else is traveling in style, too. Haha, Sako. Glad we were unicorn twins. Makes me happy. Franklin says you really have to zoom in to see it. They could have done a better job with making the arrow stand out more. Yeah, I'll have to really pay attention for that, because that would help a lot. Or not... I mean, it's not like every time they're, like, hiding, but every now and then it's like... I feel like I'm wandering around for quite a while, being like, where the heck is this guy? Let's see. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. Alright, you... If that's like a regular conversation you have to have, you might need to reconsider some of your situations. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertaint. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Ah, then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Man, I don't know if I like you, Haha Sako. I gotta be honest. I don't know if we're gonna be friends. I'm taking this, though. Oh, man. Haha Sako, we're matching twinsies. Look at that. I'm like a man of science or whatever. I can definitely gather crystals and be trusted with them. He's trying very hard to contain his excitement and is failing. Oh, God. Glad. Oh, frab just stay, Kaloo, Calais! He chortled in his joy. Alright, is there a Bandersnatch or a Vorpal blade around here? That I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Haha Sako, greatest of Professor Lambertain's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Oh, man, I don't know if I want to be here. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, your timing is impeccable, in fact. For I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. Tall tower floors are frustrating, though, so those arrows in some cases may not help too much. Yeah, I guess it still comes to matter to searching a little bit. And then Snicker Snack. Yeah, you know about it. 'Twas Brillig or whatever. I love that poem. Like, just Lewis Carroll in general. Such a master of the absurd. But anyway. But something tells me that not but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards. In which case, you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirror-Knights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Mirror-Knights. Isn't that a... That was an enemy from Final Fantasy XII. They're like big birds that have, like, shiny armor, if I remember right. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Well, if as long as I surely survive... Where am I? Wait a minute. I don't know if this is right. The utmost care. No. I have to walk. Oh, man. Let's see, which direction is... It's like downish here? Wait, how do I... Well, let me travel in comfort. Hey, it's my unicorn again. I guess I want to go this way-ish. A furball. This is a good plan. Everyone knows that a place called the Burning Wall has only good things there. If you have ever played Dungeons & Dragons, in the original rule set there was a Vorpal Blade weapon, if memory serves. I mean, that could be true. I have played Dungeons & Dragons. I've only played, what was it, rule, like 5e? And I've heard that, like, Dungeons & Dragons, like, 1 and 2 were, like, the Wild West of, like, craziness with what they had in them. Kazakh Cha? How are you doing? You seem like a friendly friend. The people of this land would kill me for no more than my Amologis... The people of this land would kill me for no more than my Amologis skin, and so I must remain here in hiding. The day will come when I shall fulfill my purpose, the destiny of both my forebears and myself. But only through patience and prudence now will I live to see that day. Good luck with that? With your patience and prudence? Yeah, I've noticed there's like a weird thing every now and then. Like, hold on, what is this about? A D is for dead. Okay. That's probably fine. Eventually I'll do all the side quests. Probably when I start multi-classing. But anyway, I was saying that I've noticed like there's, every now and then there's beast tribesmen that I can just like talk to. And they're actually quite reasonable. And like even like in Limsa Lominsa there's like certain Kakirn that are like running shops and stuff. But then there's like other parts that, oh, this is gonna be a nightmare to navigate, I can already feel it. But then like there's, oh... He might be a friend. Friend? Hey, look at that. Oh, he's not a friend at all. I was tricked. I thought it might be fine. But anyway, yeah, I was saying that, like, I've noticed there are certain beast tribesmen that are, like, very reasonable to talk with. Which makes me suspect that the majority of beast tribes people are actually... like, they could be reasoned with, rather than, like, blind warfare. So I kind of wonder if that's going to be a problem sooner or later. The amount of, like, indiscriminate violence that is going against other races. Hold on, let me actually... So I just remembered. I could summon George. Did that not work? There it is, okay. And then, gonna eat myself an egg. I forgot to do this as well at the start of the stream. Trying to remember to do these things. Okay, there we go. Franklin says marshmallows are great here, though. And just like IRL. Yeah. Yay, George was wondering when he would be back. Yeah, I totally forgot. I think George kind of I guess I'm in a chair now. I'm in Gerald. Actually, I probably should just be out here with George, because I'm going to fight these Mirror Knights as I go, I can tell. Maybe not. Ah, the fool. Snuck right past him. feels like I'm close, but it might be below me. I think he did say like it was like the very bottom, so I probably just have to assume I need to go keep like more down. Oh, but how do I... this way? Can I just... can I just jump? I'm fine with a broken ankle. You know what? I deserve that. I walked right in front of you. You're level 44. Brain says good call. Yeah. It's been like I don't know what happened, but somehow I've become like a lot more over-leveled compared to the main story quest for a long time. And I think I'm finally getting to the point where like my level and the main scenario is not too far apart. So I'm gonna have to start paying attention to enemies again. Because for a while I've been able to just like dance around and it's not a problem. But how do I... oh, jeez. Prepare for 10 minutes of me being stupid as I try to figure out how to get down. Just let me jump. My ankles can take it. Just give me a chance. Oh, if I look at the map... actually, I do really want to... oops. Is that pointing down? I can't tell. Oh! Like, literally, like, on... like, if I hover over the air, I see, like, a little, like, down symbol. Wow, that is... not the smartest decision I've seen in this game. How the heck do I... oh, I zoomed... oh, there it is. Okay. Boy, I am going to... I'm going to struggle for a second as far as finding where I'm going. Okay, this is fine. I'm glad those tentacle things are chill. What is... goodbye, friend? Good luck? You're on a rabbit? What was that? I think that was a Lalafell on a rabbit. Oh, that's actually I have a random question, I guess. Are there... I'm gonna have to kill you. It's just the way it is. We're not friends. Are there mounts that are specific to certain races? Because I feel like every now and then I'll see... and I wonder... or maybe they just like... do they like adjust mounts based on the race size? Franklin says, well, you're standing over the symbol and you look, so your pointer was blocking. Ow! Jeez him. He's back. For vengeance. Actually, I'm curious. You're right. So I take off auto-lock, and it auto-locks. God, why have I been... I've been making that so much harder than it needs to be. Smo. But Smo says no. Okay, I was just wondering, because it feels like sometimes... like, especially like the Lalafell, it feels like some of the mounts they have are like smaller. But I wonder if maybe that's just like my imagination, or maybe they like scale things to like match the size of the character or something. Invalid target. What do you mean invalid? Oh, I have to quarry it first. And now I ward it pot. I did it easy. And I'm sure I'll leave this place with no consequences. But... Frank says we've all done that, yeah. And then Smo says they do shrink them for the Lala. Okay. That's all I was wondering. I was gonna say, it seemed unlikely that they'd have something like mounts be specific to classes, because it seems like this game tries really hard to make everything very inclusive, in terms of like anybody can be anything, or get anything. With the exception of the Vieira and certain hats. But I mean, what are you gonna do? The Vieira have massive, dangly ears. And that's just not gonna look good with most of the hats, so... Like that, I kind of understand. Oops. Come, George. Away. I wonder if there's like other goodies down there. This game really doesn't have like treasure chests or anything like out in the open fields, for the most part. I bet if I had a crafty class, there's stuff I could harvest in there. But I joined fate. Good luck with whoever is joining that fate. I got better things to do. Smo says nope, but there's a treasure map system. Oh, that's right. Oops, excuse me, Kakiran friends. Speaking of Kakiran that I can kill. Where am I going? I'm just destroying your village. Sorry. Yeah, speaking of, I think I did the blue quest that unlocks the treasure maps, actually. I had to talk with that crazy guy, like Eldwin, who is like drunk off his rocker, and made me fight a treasure chest full of monsters. Yeah, so where's the boss music? Is that just the hybrid music? What is that? Yeah, so I think I unlocked the treasure map system. I haven't really messed with it beyond unlocking it. Like, I don't know where you find maps or anything. But... Hahasako, you... I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal, then? Hahasako, I don't know if I like you. I just don't know. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertaint will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. I hope I never talk to you again. I'm sure Professor Lambertaint will say Kalu, Kalay, and all that other good stuff. Can I teleport? I hear violence. Oh, that's why I'm hearing boss music. Yeah, you guys got it under control. I'm too busy being a hero to help you people. Franklin says you did. Okay. Alright, Professor Lambertaint. More like Lamertaint. Lambertaint. What? Lambertaint? I don't know. Whatever your name is. Ah, my keen scholar sense tell me you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? I have a heavy warded pot. Ah, if you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. Nabbit. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. Oh, and how much better my life would have been. But what is science if not trial and error? That's not exactly... I mean, kind of, I guess, whatever. And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? It's taught me that I don't ever want to talk to that guy again. Think, man, you now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldesian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. I take your money and run. What do you mean you don't want to keep me, but then I have to talk to you more? What is this? Professor Lambertaint knows where you might find the crystal you seek. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Siana, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It doesn't sound amusing at all. I don't know if I care for your way of living. It was Western Lenosia. Ferris Sirius on the Isles of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Ailport attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there would be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Oh, good. Oops. There we go. So I need to go to Ailport. That's what I gathered. Ailport. Franklin says disappointment in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. It's a bummer. I don't even know why I'm surprised. Like, literally every single step of this game is like, in terms of like literal steps, I take one step forward and it's like 3 steps backwards in terms of like what the actual goal is. Like, everything is so much harder than it should be for some reason. How do I get to where I'm going? Down there? Wait, I've learned. And that's apparently on the same level. Oh, it's just over here. Well, actually, I really should just have it zoomed in more. I don't know why I have it so zoomed out. Oh, Sienna. Hey, been recently almost killed by any castrums lately? Eh? Corrupted crystals? Sir, I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. I have a pot. See? Well, I'll be danged. Professor Lambertaint did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. See, everyone is way more friendly once you share pot with them. I'm telling you. Works every time. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. I don't know if I care for your attitude, miss. I'll take your silver pieces, though. I can take new job things? What was that? And accept the next class job quest. Oh, geez, for the White Mage. Yeah, I need to get on top of those. I think I've got like 2 now ready. Franklin says, I think they designed the game that way for AR to get you familiar with the areas, or at least that is what I tell myself as I am doing my 1 millionth fetch quest. Yeah, I mean, this game does like its fetch quests. At least, like, it's starting to sprinkle in a lot more action, and the dungeons are getting really fun. Like, I mean, and the fetch quests aren't that bad. I just like to poke fun at it. I've definitely played way more tedious games, so... Sienna is frustrated with the progress of her research. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharos Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Oh, Sienna, there's your first mistake. Mayhap you'll have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Oh my gosh. Ah, but look, we're matching. We're like twins. Except your ears aren't nearly as long as mine. Anyway. So I got it. Oh, he's up there. Oh, good. It's a quest where I talk to 3 people and get no useful information. Who wants to bet? Haneb? Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. That was almost helpful information. I take back my word. Franklin says they do get fewer with the other expansions. That's fair. I mean, I imagine, like, a big part of Realm Reborn is, like, it's just got to get you used to the game world as a whole. Oops. And then, I mean, I guess each expansion has to introduce you to the new content within the expansion. But they probably do get better at how they go about doing that. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? What the hell's, lad? Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. Well, luckily, I want 2 of those 3 things. Smo says it's a ton of dry world building, and they do. Okay. And that's fair. I mean, the Final Fantasy games definitely like their world building, and some games do it better than others. And considering that this particular game is about 12 times more massive than any other Final Fantasy game, it kind of makes sense that there'd be some bumps with how they go about doing it. But the Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon fair Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Guys doing okay? Did you get your phone call? Anyway, they're probably fine. Back to Sienna. Let's see here. I'll probably finish out this quest and I'll call it there for tonight on the MSQ. Franklin says the FF drunk tank. Yeah, probably. Ah, Grayson, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. You are excused for 3 moments and not a moment more. Alright. Well, it sounds like I'll be going to a new dungeon shortly. That'll be a good way to start next stream. So I'm gonna guess that, what was it, Ferris Sirius or something? Very Serious or whatever it's called. I'm guessing that'll be like the next dungeon. It sounds like I probably gotta persuade a local fisherman to take me there and that'll be the next dungeon or something, I don't know. But yeah. Worry about that next time. I think that's enough of the MSQ for tonight, since we're approaching the 2-hour mark. And we were going to take a look-see at that movie that everybody says is oh so good. I guess I can just stop wherever. Here, this will be a good spot. Looking off into the distance. Okay. So yeah, let's I think if I just log out, right? That'll take me back to the main menu. Franklin says, nice. Your next stream will be my last live one for quite a while, but I will be enjoying the replay. Yeah, no problem. Like, I get that life happens. And actually, I have been considering, obviously not like for every stream, but I am looking into possibly figuring out at least one day a week where I maybe do a stream earlier. Because there's somebody else that likes to join the streams now and then, except they live in a super different time zone. And so apparently I stream at like 2 in the morning for them, which is unfortunate. And so I was thinking about maybe, I guess I can log out. I was thinking about like reconfiguring things for like at least one different time every week, just to allow more and different people the chance to click in. So I don't know, I don't know. So are we talking about opening movie? Or are we talking about Realm Reborn demo and title? Or should I go ahead and watch the Endwalker demo and title? I bet that won't spoil anything. Smo says demo and title. Okay. Let's go ahead and click it. So, would this have been like the trailer they made before the game came out? Or, ooh. I'm getting Final Fantasy X flashbacks. Yeah, I know those guys. This is like the reveal of a bunch of the big villains coming up, I'm sure. I feel like I've seen those characters in screenshots, or like wallpapers or something. I know that guy. He has more beard now. Ooh. Is that sucker a sword? Wait. You have a big ass sword? Super cool, but also really not good. it's the Scions. Oh, wait. Is that guy Louis Sway? The elder elephant guy? Like the missing person from the Scions? Oh. Oh, what a hell of a way to seal something. Oh, so those were the mysterious Warriors of Light that people keep talking about. That nobody fully remembers. Wait, Nobuo Uematsu did the theme for this? I guess he did the classic theme. That's what they mean. Hey, it's the Two Stooges. That guy's buff. Oh, very cool. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, that does actually give a lot more context to the calamity itself, actually. Because I feel like because they give you like a bit of a cutscene right after like the tutorial, tutorial quest line. But they don't really like show you what happens. They just like show the generals like way off in the distance, kind of like overlooking the situation. And so you don't really like see the devastation that's being inflicted by the thing that hatches from the moon. But so what they've been chatting. Smo says this was the end of 1.0, the very last thing we saw as the servers went offline. Wait, so that's like, was that literally like how they closed the server? Was like that video just played on everybody? And then Smo says, you've been around since 1.0, right? Does your character have the back tattoo? That is him. No, I lost my first character because I'm dumb. Ouch. No spoilers, but their role in your story will reveal itself in the future. Okay. Yeah, I imagine that... Oops. I guess that's playing again? Wait, can I... Well, I'll just kind of... There. I have the collector's edition box among other goodies, so I'm happy with that. Okay, wow. Thoughts? Yes. No, yeah, that was really interesting. And, like, I can tell that... Yeah, it definitely reveals a bit more about the supposed Warriors of Light. And I'm pretty sure that's what, like, those 5 people are. And then that older guy must have been Louis Sway or whatever, the former leader of the Scions, who disappeared after the Calamity, and they have, like, his broken staff hanging up in the halls in the Waking Sands. Because I've noticed that and wondered what that was about. So that gives a lot more context to some of the things that happened right before, or I guess 5 years before my character shows up on the scene. And then I'm sure as the things go on, it's going to show how I was secretly involved for so much longer than just the beginning of the game. Because Final Fantasy loves to have destiny and, like, foreordination or whatever be a major part of storytelling. Franklin says you got it right. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, it definitely, like, it was showing, like, a lot of characters. Like, I recognized some of them. Like, I recognized, like, Y'shtola and Ida and Papalimo and Thancred were there. There's a couple other characters that looked like they're probably going to be important that I didn't quite recognize. There's a lot of villainous characters and monsters that I assume are going to be a problem for me. So yeah, that was interesting. And it still doesn't really say, like, it still doesn't really show, like, the who or the how of why Dalamud... Wait, was Dalamud the moon? Or was that the monster inside the moon? Is that what it was called? Either way, like, it's still like a mystery, like, how that happens. And I'm sure that'll be revealed eventually. But no, yeah, that's really interesting. Mo says Dalamud is moon, Bahamut is dragon. Okay. Oh, so it's Bahamut. That's the kind of like the main monster, villain, enemy, creature. Franklin says all will be revealed. Okay. No, yeah, that is intriguing. And, like, that's definitely, like, the part of the game where, like, they talk about it constantly without ever, like, really giving you a ton of information about, because everybody's always like, oh, well, the Calamity happened 5 years ago, but we don't really remember it too well. Lots of explosions, though. So many explosions. And that's, like, really that's, like, all everybody tells you. Yeah, so, okay, cool. Well, there's definitely some things to look forward to. And that's actually really interesting with the Heroes of Light, because I had just, like, the vague assumption... Like, I didn't think the Warriors of Light were going to be specific characters, actually. I thought it was kind of like I thought it was them, like, subtly referring to the previous, like, human players of 1.0, and how all of those, like, human players died in the Calamity, and then 2.0 starts and it's all new things or whatever. Like, it's, like, referencing, like, the death of the server or whatever. But I guess there's, like, actual specific characters that are going to be showing up. So that's really interesting. Franklin says all will be revealed. Smo says now time to clip and upload that reaction, then rake it in. Is that how that works? Smo says it is as well. That character is the stand-in for us. Okay. Oh, the Hume character? Like the here? Like that's a... Like that particular character is a stand-in? Or... Smo says yes. Okay, interesting. Oh. Okay, interesting. Well, cool. That was a really cool movie. I can't... Okay, so yeah, I think the game starts with, like, the opening movie, which kind of gives you, like, a monologue explanation of stuff. And, like, some of the I think it gives you like some of the scenes from that, but no, that is really cool. So maybe what I should be doing is like right before I like start each expansion, would it behoove me to watch these demos first? Like before I start the Heavensward, would it be good to come and watch this first? Or would it be like spoilery? Smo says absolutely. Okay. I'll have to do that. Does the game make it clear when you've officially switched to each expansion? Like, is there like some kind of a pop-up that's like, you're now in Heavensward, or you're now in Storm's Blood? Franklin says it couldn't hurt. But yeah, so I think that'd be a fun thing to do. It's kind of like a special way to mark like each new, I guess, like, I know I've had the mindset of I want to break every like expansion into like a season of these streams. Like a Realm Reborn will be however many like episode streams, and then Heavensward will become like it's like season 2 of these live streams, I guess. But anyway, Smo says I think after patch X.5. But okay. But yeah, that was really cool. That was a fun way to kind of finish off the stream today. So yeah, thanks for suggesting that. I'd never gotten around to seeing that. Franklin says, I've never seen any other streamer do it that way. Good idea. Yeah, I just think it'd be, I don't know, I think it'd be fun. I mean, it's not, I don't think it will be like anything super significantly different from season to season, so to speak. But I just like the idea of like sectioning things off and making it, like I'll probably like change up my thumbnail styles once I get to Heavensward and things like that, just to mark it clearly as being like the next part of the game. Because I've made it a point to have like just like the generic like Final Fantasy XIV logo in every thumbnail up to this point. And I'll probably switch it to like the Heavensward logo once I get to that expansion. And things like that. Maybe I'll find other ways to make it fun and different, but anyway. Yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Smo and Franklin, thanks for stopping by. If anybody else was lurking, thanks to you as well. Somebody, hold on, let me see if I can find when that was where. Yeah, to James Abraham, thanks for subscribing. If you're still here, if you had a bounce, that's all good, but thank you. And yeah, we'll be streaming again on Thursday, same time as I started tonight, and we'll just be continuing the MSQ. And I'll probably do the White Mage quest as well, because I got another one of those I need to do. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Hope you all have a good evening and a good couple of days till we meet again. So we'll see y'all. Bye-bye.